You guys, we have new audio. How's it sounding? Better? Hopefully. Am I improving? We're getting there. In today's video, I figured let's go over my morning skincare routine. I've purchased pretty much all these items and actually repurchased them, so I feel like I've nailed it. I feel like I've got it down. So I figured this would be the perfect time to share. This has pretty much been my go-to routine, plus or minus a couple items. I want to say for like 5 years or so. I think I started like getting really serious about sticking to a routine and doing a daily skincare regimen, morning and night. I think when I was like 25. I'm gonna check too if I have any like before and afters or close-ups so I can put them on the screen. It seems like a lot, but there are actually some products that I use in place of others, and there are some other products that I have run through that I've mentioned in other content before that I use, but I have switched it up. So that is why it looks like a lot, but my AM routine is actually pretty basic and I don't really switch it up a lot. My PM routine is where I will incorporate certain products on certain days of the week and others not. But the morning routine, she stays pretty consistent, so let's go through it. And also just to add before we get started, I do get Botox regularly in my forehead and around my eyes for like crow's feet. Oh, and then right here in the 11s. I really just keep my skincare routines more focused on clean pores, brightness, dark spots, like getting rid of dark spots. Yeah, exfoliating, did I already say that? And keeping breakouts at bay. So I haven't noticed like any crazy differences with the wrinkles just because the Botox, I mean, it was like a preventative thing. So nothing I've really had to reverse per se. So that's kind of the background with all these products and what they do. And any toners, serums, anything like that, I just apply with my hands. I'll just put a little bit in the palm of my hand and then use my fingers to rub it in. I don't really bother with cotton rounds or anything like that. I used to, but then it just absorbs like half the product. So yeah, I just put it in my fingers and apply it like that. Starting with cleanser, I actually just recently switched to this one. It's the Dermalogica Clearing Skin Wash. I love Dermalogica, so I already kind of knew I was gonna like this. This was actually one of the first brands of like luxury skincare that I used like way back in high school. Not this exact wash, but so far I've been loving it. I think it's like about halfway now. I was originally using the Inculist Salicylic Acid Cleanser, but I don't know if something changed. I had my first bottle, I was trying it out in 2023. I ran out and I went to repurchase it and it like smelled different and it was a little bit darker and then it made me break out. So I don't know if they changed their formula or what's going on. I also went on Sephora's website and was looking at reviews, and it seems like the recent ones from like January on, there are some people that have complained about the same problem. They were like in love with this holy grail. They ran out, bought a new one, and had the same issues. So I haven't been using this. In fact, I even have the repurchased one and the receipt to take it back. So I thought originally maybe it was like a bad bottle or a bad batch, but I don't know. It seems like maybe it's a new formula, I don't know. But I do, as somebody with normal to oily skin, I do like a cleanser with salicylic acid in it, and this Dermalogica one has that. So really been loving this. Also for cleansing, I do pair it with the Nu Skin Lumi Spa, so I will put a little dollop of this on. It has a 2-minute timer, so I will go 30 seconds on this side of the face, 30 seconds over here, 30 seconds for the chin and nose area, and then 30 seconds for the forehead, and it'll kind of like buzz after 30 seconds so you know when to move it. The reason I like this device specifically is when you turn it on, the kind of head rotates rather than just vibrates, so I feel like it is doing a better job at pulling the dirt and oil and just dead skin out of your pores versus just like there are devices out there I've seen where it just kind of like buzzes. I think I've had this for 4 years, I want to say. My friend got me on this and I originally had a blue one. This rose gold is actually newer. I think maybe 1 or 2 years old. I just switched because I like the color, but I definitely recommend. It is Nu Skin if you're not familiar. I feel like people probably connotate Nu Skin with like an MLM, but I just have this. Basically, I signed up as like an affiliate. I don't really promote it on my Instagram much. I just have this saved in my ShopMy, which is where it has all of my links. If you're not familiar with ShopMy, by the way, it is the best. It is way better. It's like a better version of Like to Know It. So you can link everything. Like to Know It, I think you can only link stuff that's in their database. ShopMy, you can literally link all the links you want in the world. So that's why I use it. It's just much easier to have everything in one place rather than have like an Amazon storefront, a Like to Know It, you know, all these other home pages. So yeah, I do have the links to these devices saved on there, and there's a whole bunch of products with Nu Skin, but I literally only use this, and there's some peel pads that I use. So I think those are the only things I put on my ShopMy. Also too, a charge holds for about like 2 weeks. I don't even remember the last time I charged this. It lasts a long time, and I use this morning and night. 2 minutes both times. So that I do like, so you don't have like ugly cords or stands or ugly just accessories laying around your counter. The next is toner, and for a while I actually used the Farmacy Deep Sweep Toner. Still love this one. I just moved this to my PM routine. I feel like lately I've just been wanting to see if I could tackle like the light, they're not dark spots, they're not like dark, but they're light, so like light dark spots. So I have been trying this from Farmacy. It's their Brighten Up Toner. I actually haven't really gone through much of this, but I've repurchased this one like 100 million times. So if you're interested in maybe lightening dark spots, you could give this one a whirl. Don't have anything really yet to say about this one, but I do like this one. Prime example, by the way, of why the container looked like a lot. I just wanted to throw that in there, so I have both bottles, but I only use one. Also, same thing regarding the cleanser. I don't use the Inky List one anymore, but I did want to include it because I have shared in my previous skincare content that I use this. But yeah, now we're using this one. So I'll show you at the end exactly how many bottles I'm using on a daily. Next is my vitamin C. I use this every single morning, and I have been repurchasing this forever, for years. In fact, they've even changed the bottle. This is now glass. It used to be plastic, but a lot of people were complaining about the pump leaking, so they switched to glass. Timeless skincare, 20% vitamin C, ferulic acid, vitamin E. Amazing for brightening. Vitamin C, I mean, everybody should have vitamin C in their routine, no matter what your skin type. And the reason I love this one so much is A, it's affordable, and B, vitamin C, if you don't know, can't be exposed to light or air or it'll go bad. And typically they should be like clear, maybe like a tinge of yellow. If they get exposed to air or light, then they will turn more orange and pretty much not be as effective. So I like this one. I've never had any issues with it turning. I've gone through all the way to the very bottom of the bottle, and again, no issues with it turning color. I remember in the past I had tried one from, I think it was Drunk Elephant. I don't remember the name exactly, but the vitamin C serum itself was orange, so then you couldn't really tell like when it turned bad or not. I think they like mixed it with other ingredients or colored it or something. But yeah, this one I've stuck with for years and years and years. Love. Okay, after vitamin C, I will then go in with the Paula's Choice Exfoliate 2% BHA liquid exfoliant. Again, another salicylic acid ingredient type product. Really great for just a gentle daily exfoliation. This stuff is insanely popular, viral. A lot of people love it, and I can definitely see why. I was using the lactic acid from The Ordinary, the 10%. They also have a 5%. So if the 10% is too aggressive or your skin is really sensitive, I would start with the 5%. So The Ordinary would be like a less expensive version of this, but I've switched to this and I think I've repurchased it once or twice now. I do really like it. And then on the topic of lightening dark spots, I did recently get this from Drunk Elephant. This one is actually empty and I do already have a new one. This is the Bouncy Bright Facial Mask for correcting and clarifying. So it's got azelaic acid, which I believe is good for redness. Again, salicylic acid, and it's just got antioxidants in there. And yeah, it's a really, really nice product. And it says it's a mask, but I don't rinse it off. I just leave it on. And I think, yeah, the instructions say you could just leave it on. I think they say after moisturizer, but I've been putting it on underneath moisturizer just so I feel like it really gets in there. But yeah, it says right here, so it's a leave-on mask. It's not thick by any means, it just feels like you're putting on a layer of, I don't know, moisturizer or something. But yeah, it is empty, and like I said, I did repurchase, so I have been liking this, and I feel like I have been seeing a difference in just the brightness of my skin. So also really liking this. Moving into moisturizer now, I have 3 different options, just depending on maybe your skin type or I don't know, whatever mood you're in. So I have the CeraVe PM Facial Moisturizing Lotion. I've been using this for years, pretty much as long as I have been using the Timeless Vitamin C. Super, super inexpensive, really good moisturizer. I do use the PM specifically. They have an AM version, but it has SPF in it. Nothing against that, SPF is amazing, but I like to use my own SPF. So I use the PM one, and then I just add my own SPF. Very, very lightweight, like I said, really inexpensive. I don't know why this one's so tiny. I accidentally got like a really, really small one, but you can get this anywhere. Target, Ulta, CVS, wherever. CeraVe is just a really great brand. They have a lot of good skincare products. A lot of good ingredients too. So this will always be a staple. On days where I feel like I need extra moisture in my skin, especially during like winter right now, I do use the Farmacy Honey Halo. This is my nighttime moisturizer, but if I need it during the day, it is definitely like a thicker cream versus like this lightweight kind of more lotion feel. I probably wouldn't put this on if I'm going out and about because I feel like it just leaves me a little bit shiny, but it feels so nice. And yeah, it's a really nice thick cream moisturizer. Love this one. And I've also repurchased this, I don't even know how many times, a million times. And then finally, for other moisturizer options, I actually just got this recently from Ilia. This is the Base Face Milk, and it's a moisturizer, like a liquid moisturizer. So actually I've been putting this on sometimes before my CeraVe just to layer in some extra moisture, and I'm testing it out. I've never tried this before, so I think it's actually new, but I love the bottle. I think that's kind of why I was drawn to it. It's like a nice frosted glass, so it looks really good. But yeah, it feels really nice. It soaks in really well. I think if you have oily skin, you probably just get away with this as like a nice thin light layer of moisture. So I could probably leave it at this, but I don't know, like I said, this just is like my holy grail. So I don't think this will ever leave my routine. So we will see. And then finally for SPF, I have the Murad Oil and Pore Control Mattifier Broad Spectrum SPF 45. This I was sent, but it is literally almost gone. I will 100,000% be repurchasing. Yeah, it's literally almost, I feel like I already need a new one actually. I should probably pick up a new one. Definitely was drawn to the oil and pore control mattifying aspect of the name. It just feels like velvet. It's so nice. It doesn't leave you looking greasy, and there's no tint to it, so it's just white, but it doesn't leave you with a white cast or anything. It smells nice. I don't think it's like fragranced per se, but it does smell good. I like it. It just reminds me of vacation. It is very, very lightweight, and it feels like velvet kind of. Oh, it's really nice. Just like very satiny. I don't know. Hard to explain, but definitely worth a try. I think especially if you have a normal to oily skin or oily skin. And then lastly, actually, this is another empty. This is like a half empties video. This is the Fenty Plush Put-In Lip Mask. I always have this on my counter, so I actually use this morning and night. And this is just their little lip mask. You twist this up, and the lip mask will come out the top. You just grab your finger and pop it on. I really like this because I love the component. You know how like when all those lip masks came out and they were like super popular, they were in those little tubs and you'd have to like, well, they gave you a spatula, but like who's using the spatula? You'd have to like dig your finger in it to get it out. I don't really like that. When I saw this, you could just twist it up and go like that. I just feel like this is way cleaner, less messy, probably more sanitary. So I love this. And this was the first one I actually bought. It's lasted me a very long time. I want to say like probably a year. And actually, speaking of, I have a refill. Thank you, Fenty. Literally perfect timing. I saw this one though. This is another Plush Put-In Lip Mask, but this one's new. So it's the same thing, but melon flavored. I think this one is like, or scented, flavored, scented? I don't know. The original one, this one, doesn't have any kind of scent. Let me see. Yeah, no, not really. So here's the difference. Obviously, very different. And from what I remember, this took like a million clicks to get started. Oh, also too, what I noticed with this is just click it a couple times, it'll still kind of keep going. So that way, maybe that's why it lasted so long, because I only clicked it a couple times, waited for it to come out, and then applied it. Oh yeah, definitely melony. Ooh, it reminds me of something, like nostalgic. Was it like a Lip Smackers maybe? I don't know. It's definitely got a melon scent to it, but it smells good. It's not too strong. And then yeah, there's like tiny, tiny bits of gold glitter. So either one, I mean, they do the same thing. It's just probably personal preference if you like scented things or unscented things. I personally usually like a non-scented kind of product. Well, it depends on the scent, but normally I like non-scented things. This one's subtle. It is subtle. I will definitely be using it up, but I think when I would go to repurchase once this is gone, I'll probably stick with the original. So just to recap, so you can see exactly what I'm using minus all of the alternatives or like previous products I've tried. It is just this. Cleanser, toner, vitamin C, liquid exfoliant, the brightening mask, moisturizer. How in the heck did I forget moisturizer? SPF, and a lip mask. And then obviously this little guy for cleansing. So not bad. What is that? 7 products? Nope, 8 because you forgot moisturizer. Not bad. I think if you are just starting out with a skincare routine and you don't want a 7-step routine, I would say the absolute musts are gonna be obviously cleanser, vitamin C, depending on your skin type, a liquid exfoliant, but I feel like most people probably should have a liquid exfoliant just to make sure, you know, no dead skin cells or dirt or anything like that are stuck in your pores. Please do not skip moisturizer and SPF. And then obviously, you know, whatever lip mask or lip balm you're into, I would say those are probably like the essentials. But yeah, this is what I've been loving so far. I feel like it's not too much. My nighttime routine gets a little crazier, plus you have like more time at night. So I will do another video for that, but yeah, definitely if you have any questions, leave them in the comments, or even if you tried the Inky List cleanser, I would be curious to know if the same thing is happening to you. I think there's only like a handful of reviews on Sephora's website where I've seen people having the same issue, but I'd be curious to know if there's more of us out there. Because for a second I thought I was crazy. You know what? Also too, I'm gonna plug this because I freaking love this thing. I got this little kit on Amazon for travel because I have so many skincare products, and this is just my morning routine. Then you've got the night routine. Whenever I travel, I can't take all these with me, and like, in my luggage, it's already 50 pounds. And I actually recently did a trip where I challenged myself to only bring a carry-on. So that is where this came in, and I'm freaking obsessed. So if you're looking for something to put all of your skincare in, highly recommend. I will have it linked below. So what I did is I actually got 2 of these. They were really cheap. Were they like $6? I don't know, I'll check. But I got 2 because it came with a variety of stuff, but I wanted more of these little guys, these little tiny tubs, because this is all you need whenever you're traveling. Just put whatever creams, or I had like my moisturizer in here, SPF, yeah, this is the SPF, and you can fit so many of these in this little pouch. And then it came with like these little guys, and it also came with little labels. So I think pretty much all of them were on the label sheet. I did make my own for the vitamin C, but it had toner, SPF, night cream, day cream. It had a bunch. It had a bunch of options. So yeah, I really love this, and I will continue using this. I mean, you could probably just get away with buying one of these if you don't want to have multiple. You can just buy a bunch of these and throw them in here. My entire skincare routine is in here, and there's still room for more. So love, love, love this. I will have this linked below. That is everything though for the AM skincare routine. I hope you guys learned something, got some good recommendations, or if you're setting up a skincare routine for the very first time, I really hope this helps. If you guys enjoyed watching today's video, go ahead, give it a like, and don't forget to subscribe if you are not already. That way you don't miss future videos, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.